It has been a while, hasn't it, since we were last here? To those of you in the stream right now, bear with me for just a moment while I get things set up on my end. And as we once again step back into the story of Deathmark. Now, of course, last time I streamed this was quite a while ago. I became quite lax in my streaming, and I began again with, of course, as you all know, Yakuza 0 and Caligula Effect, which I was supposed to be streaming, but unfortunately I had a few technical issues last night and my emotions just weren't really up for it. One of those kind of mentally taxing games, and well, if you're just not in the right mindset for it, best to just leave it behind for a while. I'm still getting a setup on my end, so unfortunately I cannot yet see the stream chat, but rest assured I am working on that, don't worry. This laptop is most definitely showing its age. But then again, who here isn't? Again, chat, please bear with while I make sure that my PC is, well, that I can see the stream chat. I'm having a few technical issues because the PC is taking a while, well, the laptop, but the good thing about that is that lets everyone gather around. It's rather intriguing. I keep seeing messages flashing up to say that people are watching, and I'm very, very grateful for every one of you here, but I can't read a single one. Here's hoping that I can read them when they come back up. Discord has become quite a memory hug, hasn't it? I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but my word. There we are, now I can see the stream chat, and let me just see who said what and what was said. Unfortunately, I will have to ask that those who are currently in the stream... Hello there, Synchro. Hello there, Amoeba, and hello there, Snow. Thank you very, very much for being here. Amoeba, if you could do me a favour and take a print screen of the chat and send it to me, just so I can get caught up, I very much appreciate that. I hate being left out of the loop, especially when it's my own audience that are wanting to talk to me. First and foremost, I wanted to say also a special shout out to Amoeba. Thank you so very, very much for the keychain charm that came with my custom dice that I got from Britblade VA. It is an absolutely adorable little charm. I will post a photograph of it onto my social media. Please feel free to get in touch with her. She draws some absolutely wonderful artwork. That is Amoeba Artstorm, who is in the stream chat. And Britblade, who made the custom dice that went along with them. If you have a specific colour that you want, combination that you want, Brit can make them as long as you can roll them. Now then, Crater Draws, who is now hosting me, thank you so very, very much for the host. That is the first time I have ever had my stream hosted, and that means so very, very much to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do believe so. I do believe that Aniba is also the VIP. So, well, she is also the moderator. She has done so much for the stream, and she has supported since day one. That being said, we are now going to pick up where we left off with Deathmark, or as I like to call it, the adventures of Spooksuit and his surprisingly eerie anime counterpart. And it is more eerie in the sense of how much it looks like me. The last time we were all here, we had just managed to successfully deal with the ghost of Susanoo, who was haunting the school, and thankfully we managed to purify him instead of, well, eradicating him, as it were. And now we will pick our partner. Already partnered? Don't mind me then. Let's get ourselves re-familiar with Mary and what she has to say. What Lord Sho saw in the forest, it may be none other than Shimio. You should confirm our suspicions. Oh, Mashita's mark is gone now. Can all of us go? Or is that still bad? Going all together is dangerous. It has not been that long since Lord Mashita's mark vanished. The remnants of the curse still linger. Spirits may detect it, as they are sensitive to such things. Please continue to only bring along one other, as you have been doing. That is very, very kind of Crater to say. Thank you so very, very much. Now, where to go to? Oh, of course. To the forest. I also hope everyone has been taking care of themselves, and that the days have been going well. Mashita sits in the passenger seat and makes no attempt at conversation. The first time he was in the car, I found I was cautious of his every movement, but now I feel strangely relaxed around him. I guess humans aren't actually scared of others, just the parts of other people that they don't know. It's fascinating stuff. What are you grinning at? Pretty creepy. Oh, sorry. Though I'll admit I don't really understand him. He's self-righteous to a fault, yet he stayed behind at the mansion for me. I told you my reason earlier. I won't say it again. I haven't said a word. May as well have. It's written all over your face. He's really shown. People who are adept at obscuring their intentions will be good at reading other people's minds. If I could just add one thing. How very Columbo of you, Mr. Investigator. It's probably wise to have someone along who doesn't have the mark. You tend to lose your cool when you're being targeted, and then nothing will ever get solved. I see. That makes a certain amount of sense. I remember the final moments at H Elementary, my hands start to sweat. There's no proof that I'll be able to remain calm during the next crisis. I'm definitely grateful for your help, but if we encounter a spirit again, we'll need someone to overcome that crisis. So that's his reason for coming along. I guess that's just the kind of people detectives are. Huh? We love searching for things, sniffing every nook and cranny to uncover that which is hidden. That's our one skill. Mashita's dry laugh fills the car. We arrive at the forest by H Castle. I stop the car near where Sho says he saw the man, and we enter the forest. As a reminder, since we weren't able to save at the beginning of the chapter, the story goes that there is a man covered in bees carrying a drill, a very large man. That is the man that Sho says that he saw back when his bike broke down on the outskirts. He didn't go in, he didn't go looking for trouble, but lo and behold, he found himself with a mark. All the guideposts on the path are fading. All their paint peeling off. It looks hardly traversed, just as Sho and Mashita said. We walk a while until we come to a large arch marking the start of a hiking trail. It's rusted over, and with the peeling paint it doesn't seem to have been touched up. Hello there, Synchro, and welcome. Really glad to see you here, considering you are one of the Deathmark originals. Who knows? Maybe through all of us playing this game and all of you following along with the adventures of my anime game counterpart, here's hoping none of you find a deathmark on your body. The letters have faded and are mostly illegible. Carefully reading it, it says, "Welcome to the lush and romantic wood timberland. M-U-R-D-E-R." Huh. I'm sure Mashita heard me, but I guess they're completely ignoring me. Fun irony, by the way, I do know what that sign does say in Japanese, and the kanji that is still visible, I think it's called kanji, I'm not sure, but they spell out kurosu, which means death, so similar connotation. More overgrown than I thought. There's a lot of ground we have to cover. Let's get a move on. We pass under the arch and enter the forest. Okay. It's a wood trash container. I don't think it's been used in a long time. There's no garbage littered around either. I feel around inside the container, but nothing's inside. Okay. It's a wooden table and benches. I peek underneath the table and find something stuck there. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Nice find right off the bat. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. It reads, "Welcome to the lush and romantic wood timberland." Well, we know it doesn't quite read that. Looks like this map is going to be a little bit larger than the last one, though. That's okay, Ryu. Thank you very much for swinging by. Good to see another one of the Deathmark regulars and originators coming up. We continue down the path a short while before we come across something unexpected. It's a grave marker. It was probably put there to honour those who commit suicide here. This will be a very serious topic throughout this episode, I'm getting the feeling of, but please, if you ever have any problems, remember to reach out to someone and to call your preservation lines. Joking aside, no joke on that one, no spooky metaphor, remember, there is always another way. Might not be a bad idea to say a quick prayer for those who ended their suffering that way. It's a grave marker placed to honour suicide victims. Something's written in magic marker. Say the opposite of the truth. You'll be followed. Huh. Okay. This certainly feels like a place that's famous for suicides. Just off to the side, I notice a faint trail. Discovered the entrance to the Beast Trail. Beast Trail, huh? We'll need to look down there too. I didn't say I wanted to go down here now. The moonlight doesn't reach the Beast Trail, that branches off to the hiking trail, so we're in gloom. The trees are thick on both sides. We'd get lost if I didn't have a flashlight. Just then, there were footsteps close by, from the bushes. Yoshita stops me with his arm. Someone's here. I hear footsteps again. They seem to be getting closer. Then...
Nanda?
What? Whoa, human. A man appears from the bushes. He looks horribly exhausted.
Mattaku.
Don't startle me like that. You shouldn't stand around in the dark. I'm not liking the way his tie's tied. Looks a bit too gallows knot for my liking. What are you doing? Man falls silent. I think he realized he already knows the answer. Yoshita did say this place is a famous spot for suicide. I can't do it anymore. I work myself to the bone of the job I don't even want. And you just bring another man home? How dare you? The nerve. He holds his head in his hands. He suddenly starts kicking a tree and yelling. Fuck. Fuck. A rapid stream of swear words flows out of his mouth. He seems to be the type that goes crazy when he's upset. Hey, you tell me how much nerves you have to do that, huh? Stop him. Death invites death. I hear that voice again. Stop him. Does that mean I should dissuade him? Have you got something to say? Just spit it out, you bastard! Doesn't seem like me doing the whole sympathizing thing, or, the traditional talk, just calming down. It's one of those horrible things when you're hyper-aware of things like that, and you attempt to do those things. It's like when you're stressed and people say, chill out. It'd be bad if you went berserk here. We'll just have to hear him out. It seems the man misinterprets my silence. Oh. You feel the same way? course you do. You're here in this forest after all. Okay. So he thinks I've lost the will to live as well. What did she think I was doing? Worked myself sick, but stuck with it anyway, for whose sake? I bought the purse on my anniversary last year. Damn it. Damn it. And she goes and sees another man. And curses the darkness. He's completely lost it. I should probably avoid any tactless interjections or flattery. Hey, you there? Was it me? What do you think? Clear this up for me. Did I do something wrong? Did I do something? No, that's pointless. No, it's pointless. Don't worry about it. Pointless. Someone's here. He was freaked out when we showed up.
なんだ
What? Man's gaze darts around nervously. Then he mutters quietly. Could it be that creepy guy? Checks around on full alert. Did he see? Did he see the ghost as well? Satisfied that no one's there, he was just speaking. Okay. Ghosts I can deal with people made out of my depth with my doing a case of the phone. Seems like he's got a nihilistic. Okay. I'm sure she just laughed if she heard I was dead. Hanging with her asshole lover. When I think about it, it's strange. Why do I have to make her happy when it causes me such pain? It's ridiculous. I'm done with it. No way am I gonna die for an idiot like that. That's right. I'm sure I can still... No, he doesn't. He doesn't want fake compliments. Gotta remember this. The man looks down at his feet and glances up at me. We could still start over fresh, right? Besides, why start over? You did nothing wrong. Take a long shot here. Yeah, I agree. I've lived this long. It's too late for me. I'll die sometime soon, even if it's not tonight. I'll endure it until then. I get it. We're trying to dissuade him. I don't know what you've been through. You should rethink it. Honestly, though, you look like you'll be fine. His expression changes, as if he's remembered something. I saw a strange man while I was walking around out here. While I was wandering around out here. His body was covered with black splotches. You think he's sick? He kept staring at me. It was creepy. If you're heading back, be careful. A man covered in splotches. Mary brought up some rumors about a man like that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. The name is Masao Kimura. If we ever meet again. The man scratches his head and smiles a bit. I'll buy you a drink or something. Well, see ya. We don't talk long with Masao Kimura before he leaves. New info was added to this profound man at the brink of suicide. typical failure in society. He fits right into this forest. The beast trail continues onward. Let's return to our investigation. I'm gonna go back because I didn't mean to cut down through here. Okay. That was tense. Again, like, because of this, the forest that we're dealing with, so we now know we can go down this path. Because of the subject matter, I do just want to, like, add, please, you know, be careful of each other. I'm sorry, I just need to have a nice big swig of tea one moment, because, oh yeah, after the panicking of real people and everything goes, I'm fine with, but I'm still dry as a bone. I hope you all have your favourite beverages, Woodry. So, what was that, Amy? Oh, yeah, I see it now. Hand on tree. As we continue through the dense forest, a pain cry suddenly echoes amongst the trees. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, looks like it's investigated. There's a pattern on the tree trunk. There's an arm-like pattern on the bark. Is this even a natural occurrence? I'll have a feel of it as well, just to examine it. Oh, nice find, Emmy! I look around the tree and find a talisman on the exact opposite side of the tree from the pattern. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Nice, I needed some of that. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Okay, there's nowhere else to go, and the map just has a straight onwards. Moving forwards. Onwards, onwards, ever upwards. Really? Anyone else see anything there that I should, like, keep an eye out for? Because I can't see anything. Okay, nice. Clear zone. Uh-oh. I can see that thing, but I'm gonna select the grave marker a bit later. Okay, here we go. It's a grave marker placed to honour suicide victims. Something's written in Sanskrit, but the letters are blurry. It just looks like a stain. Off to the side, I notice a thin trail. Oh hey, we've got another trail here that we can go down. I hope it doesn't just automatically... Found the beast trail again. Another one, huh? Let's check this one too. Well, yeah, Mashita, but... Mashita's worse than Ada Wong. Oh hey, look, an exit. Right down he goes. I follow Mashita into the bushes. Okay, that was a phase. Yeah! Mashita spots something and stumbles forward backward into me. At the same time, every single hair of my body stands on end. Oh, come on. I quickly look down and find something. It's clinging onto my ankles. Its expression anguished. It seems eager to speak to me, but its voice is incredibly hard to decipher. Ad. It's the beginning of it, but I can't see. This play, pitch black. Skin can't see anything. What's it saying? Wait, that grave marker said to say the opposite of the truth. But what's the opposite of the truth? Does that mean I'm supposed to lie? Oh. I wish we at least had the cool piano music that was going. Hey, wait, so that's an E and an I that's missing. Are you lifeless? Lifeless? Yeah, that's gotta be lifeless, yeah, L-I... Well, yeah, he's dead, so... It's an L and an I are missing. Am I dead? I'll just look for say yes I am, okay. Yep, I'm dead. Sad and lonely. That's an R. Right, only the dead are here. I hear another voice at my feet. Am I dead? I can't make out what that word might be. So tell me, am I dead yet? Okay. Deny it? Yeah, you're not dead because you're still alive. No way. I still have to... Suffer. I still have to suffer. It's the only one that's got two U's in front of it. It looks sad and lonely. You're right, Synchro, that's am I. It is am I. I didn't think of that one. Good call. I hear another voice at my feet. Someone, please listen. Sorry, I'm not doing the voice for this. I'm trying to understand what he's saying because I don't know if the... Wow, I don't know if the kanji of the words are going to be important here. I want to live. I want to live. I want to live. I'm alive. Shake my head, nod or step on the ghost. No, I'm too close to do anything silly. I'm just gonna nod. That's right. I'm alive. I'm alive. The voice sounds like it passes through me and then is then sucked into the ground. Next thing I know, the shadow clutching at my ankles is gone. Is it over? Yeah, I think so. I thought I'd gotten used to that, but I hate it every time it happens. It's not something you need to get used to. Rashida turns his back to me and wipes his face with a handkerchief. Classy guy having a handkerchief at this time of age. I guess he was sweating really hard. That's the best way to overcome it. If you love pain, then it's no longer painful. That's true. There's no way I could do that. You're surviving all this okay. You're fine the way you are right now. Let's go. Right. Yeah, well, the map says I can go left, but I really don't want to go left at this moment in time. I think I'm not too sure, but I think this is something that... Well, no, I don't want to record and save the game. No, bang, that's the one I want. Power, intelligence, and spirit power. Spirit power is 4, mine is 9. So I don't really want to... Okay. Up and up here. Let's at least go in one Hello. Sorry for catching the microphone, I'm just enjoying some delicious tea. The drink of all cult supernatural hunters. Fuck. There's only one thing to do, so... There's a wooden box that probably used to contain a beehive. I carefully approach it, but I don't see any bees. I open the box and find a metal tool inside. Got a crowbar. It'll probably come in handy. Take it. Don't mind if I do. We have crowbar. Oh neat, we can check the other side of this now. I'm going to cut through the bushes and went down the trail. Let's see what we can find. I step into the empty clearing. The air is filled with the buzzing of bees. There appears to be a giant beehive here. Probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. Damn insects. But we can't force our way through. We need a hasty retreat. Okay, so the game is still kind enough to lead me the direction that I need it to be in, so I need something to take care of bees. What's that, Mashita? Are you afraid of bees? They're only insects after all, so don't let that Buzzbox Diesel tell you different. Bush and went down trail. Yeah, because we had to double back from this point, so we might... Ah, see, can you see the top left of the screen there? The map. It seems that there's another way that we can loop around to, so let's look around here first. Oh, I really don't like that creaking noise. I'm sorry, what? Whomstead? I guess in we go. I go to open the door and my hand gets coated with a sticky liquid. It smells sweet. Is this honey? Why would there be honey on a doorknob? Mystified, I step inside the cottage. That's a cottage? I thought it was a workman's shack. A shadow falls over Mashita's face. It's the same for me. Something felt off ever since we came inside. Why do I feel so strange? I immediately realize why. It's too clean. Yeah. It's unnatural. It's like someone's been cleaning it. It doesn't look abandoned at all. Someone's living here, but I don't bother voicing that thought. Someone might be stopping by here. If we're going to investigate, we better hurry. Oh no, this feels like when we were in the staff room. The kid came out aside, you're right. I immediately starts shining my flashlight on places of interest. What do you think's in this bag? Pretty big. It certainly is concerning. Let's take a look. Oh, I guess this is a bit scripted because I wanted to have a look around first. Moshita carefully opens the bag. But it immediately loses its balance and topples to the floor. I half expected that to happen. What rolls out onto the floor is a corpse. A woman. What's with that body? Her body is drilled through with countless holes. A sharp cylindrical tool must have gouged them. Even odder, her whole body appears to be covered in liquid. A thick, sweet scent fills the air strong enough to make you want to cough. God, imagine someone actually drilling into your cheeks or your thighs and having your beans put in there. Is this honey? Fascinating corpse. This is intriguing. For some reason, Moshita appears to be extremely interested in it. We need to get out of here as soon as possible. Let's hurry and search the rest of the cottage. I agree. Let's put the corpse back. It's best not to disturb the scene. So just shut it back into the bag. Of course, preserving the crime scene is critical. Still thinking like a detective. It's all about unpleasant topics with this guy. He's exactly right. Let's hurry up and get this over with. Sweating profusely, we managed to get the job done. We still need to search the rest of the cottage. New info was added to the spirit file. Corpse in the cottage. Bottles of drug are all in line. The labels say Night Night. Most of the bottles are empty. I shake each one and luckily find one that still has some left inside. Got Night Night. I'll have to have a look at what that stuff is once I'm finished here. I'll flip the switch at the base of the light bulb, but it doesn't turn on. Maybe it's broken. It's a metal toolbox. There's a thin layer of dust built up on the outside. No one has touched it for a long time. It's locked. There's no way to open it. But we have a tool. I take out the crowbar and shove it under the lid of the toolbox. Put pressure on it using it as a lever. The toolbox pops open. Got sprayer. Nice. Okay, now I can use a variety of drugs. Okay, that wording's a bit off, but manipulators will themselves be manipulated. What? What's that used for? A sudden voice makes me jump, but I shake it off and turn towards him. It's a tool that sprays chemicals and pesticides. You put the container of drugs in here and then do this. I quickly demonstrate how it works. Moshita scratches his face, his brow furrowed. I'm gonna guess it's one of these things. You'll have seen them in old Tom and Jerry cartoons. They're like a cylinder that looks like a bike pump. But they've got like a bottle underneath that you put a chemical in and you use it to spray things like weed killer and pesticides and stuff like that. You might have seen them no end of times. You're well informed. I'll leave that to you then. Thanks. And now I'm suddenly in charge of it. When I want to spray a drug, I'll have to choose which drug to use. Got it. But is this thing really that hard to figure out? I've never seen it before either, but I still knew how to use it right away. New info was added to the spirit file, obtained a sprayer. I peeked through a crack to see if anything's inside, but it seems to be empty. Really? Peek through a crack to see the... Oh, fair enough. Oh, box. I remove the lid and look inside, but all I find is dust. Darn. The body's in there. There's nothing on the shelf. And don't worry, I'm not ignoring you for the books. I just want to check everything else out. Right, so okay. It's an old notebook. The cover says Honeybee Family Notes. Make hive. New body. Smear honey all over. Ugh. Ferment honey, get stinky liquid. What? Drawn by smell, honey, beat, enter hive. Make hive, new body, smear honey all over. Ferment. Yeah, sorry, I tried feeling the book and it just reads all this stuff back out. That looks like some useful information. Should I rip it out and take it with me? Yeah, I'll take it with me. I don't seem to have an inventory limit, so I'm just going to take it. Honeybee Family Notes. Okay. And now this one. It's an old cover. Oh, this one says it as well. Oh, it's different notes. Honeybees are our friends. Make them amiable with medicines from the sprayer. If they get mad, pay attention to the direction the hive is facing. Awakened honeybees leave the hives in the direction of the sun. Yeah, right, the more notes the better. That looks like some useful information. Should I rip it out and take it with me? Hey, we've got the trademark occultist's trench coat on of the main character, and let me tell you, those things have got more pockets and protection than you know what to do with. Tore out the page. Got Honeybee Family Notes too. Okay. I really thought we were going to find a lot more in here. There's nothing in the box. I can't even use any tools on that, so... I guess we leave. Turned around and headed back. Oh hey, yeah, the bag. I wanted to see what the stuff was in the bag. A baseball bat that Show had. It's covered in scratches and dents. A baseball is one of those. A crowbar. Night-night. A small bottle of mysterious medicine. The label reads Night-night. Can be used with the sprayer. Sprayer. A small pressure spray. If attach a bottle, you are able to spray drugs. Because of the type of nozzle, it can't spray very far. It cannot be used on its own. Compatible bottles of medicine must be inserted first. Okay. Got through the bush and went down to the trail. Oh, that was me, I knocked it. Oops. Turned around and headed back. Spray for the bee swarm. That's a good thought, actually. It's a very good thought. Yeah, it seems to be the only way to go, because anywhere else here isn't really coming out to anything. Got through the bushes and went down the trail. I stepped into the empty clearing. The air is filled with the buzz of the bees. There appears to be a giant beehive here. Probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. Oh yeah, there's that! I take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use this to spray drugs. So... I already have the sprayer out, now I need to choose which drug to spray. Well, it's the only one I've got, so... take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. And take careful aim and spray the drug. The bees' movements get slower. Eventually the hive falls completely silent. Nice! Used up one bottle of night-night. Okay. I've silenced every hive in this area, now we can pass through. Okay. They're just bugs after all. Insecticide takes care of them easily. I'll leave the rest up to you. You left all of this up to me anyway so far, Mashita. Okay. Oh, right, so the map's gone a little bit different now. It looks like we've basically got one L-shaped junction that we go through. And then we've got another one we can go to. So, okay, let's have a little look here. There's nothing else to go. So, backwards takes us to... No worries, Ryu. I always make sure to keep the videos of the stream up at the top, so if you ever want to, come back to the stream, click on videos, and you should see the remainder of the footage. So, you don't have to worry, you won't technically be missing anything. Hey, did you hear that? I heard it. Sounds familiar. Turning around, I wonder if it's... Oh! And yep, that rabbit hops in front of me. The rabbit stares at us completely still. It's almost like it's waiting for us to follow. Hey, wait! The next thing I know, I'm rushing after it. Don't run off on your own, Yashiki! That rabbit was at H Elementary. It showed up and guided us when we were in trouble. Ryu. That's not some normal rabbit. It's definitely acting with intent. Anyway, you have to get going so you don't get in trouble with your sister. At last, the rabbit guides me to... Oh, shit. Do those Yu-Gi-Oh nerds following recognize this from the Yosenjus? It's a Shinto game. There's a shrine here? The rabbit looks back at me. And soundlessly it turns from the gate and hops into a bush nearby. So that's where you went. That's where you went. It's like typo in translation, but I'll forget. Dumbass. What were you thinking wandering off or getting killed? Why are you so interested in that thing? Something's bothering me about it. I lost sight of it here, though. Just then, from out of the darkness, a huge swarm of bees descends on us. Ah, watch it! There are bees everywhere! We need to retreat! Mashita pulls my arm and we stumble back to the earlier crossroad. Mysterious shrine. Okay, got it, so... But the thing is that I don't know which way I went. So I don't know which way is the way for the... Wait, is it... I'm gonna go straight ahead because I'm just trying to understand the geography here. We've come back to the Tori gate again. We have to get rid of those bugs. Can you do something with the sprayer? Using the sprayer could calm them, but... There's a hive above the gate too. There's no way I can spray it there. I see. But it feels like this shrine is someplace important. True enough, but that time the rabbit brought me here, it didn't try to go inside the gate. So maybe there's no reason to force our way inside. The swarm descends on us again. This is bad, time to run. So okay, we leave the gate as if being driven away. So okay, at least this gives us an idea of the geography. Looking at the top left-hand map, I now know that behind me is the Shinto gate, which means that when I come through that clearing and we come up here, it's the one that's opposite us, like west. That's the way. Looking at the map, it's the one that's west. So let's try going south? No, the map. Sorry, the control system screwed me over there. That was my fault. Sorry, I gates full of things before long as one sending us. Thank good. I really hope there's no... I believe the gate has been hit. Yeah, I'm thinking of... Yeah, I've got to be looking at that is what it is, isn't it? That's not just me. Okay, so we go right to head south. Ooh. There's a leaning Jizo statue. It's noticeably dirty, as if someone hasn't been looking after it and moss is growing on its back. I pat around the Jizo statue to search it, and there's a strange texture on its moss-covered back. When I brush away the moss, I find a yellow paper stuck to the statue. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flowing through me. God's soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. I notice I'm not getting as much soul power as I was before. Okay. It's a sliding wooden door. There's a small crack between the doors. I can only imagine that creates a bad draft. The sliding doors won't open. They seem to be locked. Don't mind if I do. I take out the crowbar and jam it between the doors. Well, this is an emergency. I'll overlook it this once. You're not even a cop, Mashita. But I can't break the lock. I throw my body weight behind the crowbar 2 or 3 times, and then... there's a sound of metal breaking. Yeah, definitely Half-Life. Thanks for that playthrough, by the way. I'm looking forward to seeing more of that at some point. Huh? Ew, the crowbar snaps completely into 2 pieces. Oh, great. Lost crowbar and got broken crowbar. I have 2 smaller crowbars. Guess the metal wore out. Never would have expected it to break. But it looks like the lock is broken too. So it all works out in the end. Time to look inside. Dual-wielding crowbars. No one can withstand my might. Opened the door and entered the cabin. Hey, you overdid it. Now the door's stuck and hard to open. I push the door open and step inside. Only to run into something. Stop. Don't come any closer. Hello. If you come any closer, I'll sue. A woman has backed up in a defensive stance. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. Well, right at this moment, lady, you're looking more like a brown trousers of terrified. If you try anything, I'll... Shut it! You want to die. At Mashita's roar, the woman shrieks and falls silent, eyes wide. It's incredibly rude, but honestly, I'm grateful. We wait for the woman to calm down before asking what she's doing here. Forgive me. It was all a misunderstanding on my part. I'm Christy Arimura, freelance news anchor. Really? I thought you were gonna say that your name was Kate from Has-Been. There we go. Katie Killjoy, that's the name. Though I haven't done much recently. Oh, you're a struggling anchor. This is going to be harsh to say, but I think I know what's happening. Unfortunately, Japan favours a certain kind of person. So it's either she's been far too public with her own social life and it's creating a bad image for her as an anchor, or she, to put it bluntly, and it's not something I believe in, but it's very much something that appears in media, they treat her as over the hill. We went over the hill and we also went over the bushes and through the hedges. Arimura. Right, now that you mention it, I do remember you. You were fired over that scandal. Freaking COVID. Should I be disgusted or amazed at his rudeness? So, anyway, what are you doing out here? Her expression clouds over. Well, Mashita huffs at me. You're going to make her say it? I really don't think you have to ask. Good. Masao Kimono's face comes to mind. That's right. This place is... I was going to die. Yes, I know full well just how stupid that is. But sometimes that's the only choice you have left. No, incorrect. I should have known better. Such a thoughtless question passed my lips. Again, I know I've said this a few times, but it's something that I'm very much a believer in. There is always another option. As painful and as difficult, and as stressed out and as depressed and as upset as you think you are, there is always another option, and there is always a reason to keep going. I'm sorry for mentioning this a fair few times, but for the sake of the people that are joining in my stream and for being a part of it, there is always another option. Never feel like you have to take this all on by yourself, and never feel that you have to do what all of this story is thinking about. I wish I could blame the Mark for this. A tragic act of yours damn near got us killed. If you want to die, do it by yourself. Harsh. That's why I came out here, so I wouldn't cause trouble for anyone. At the very end, I thought about calling someone but couldn't, so I made up my mind. But then in the forest, he does need to calm down. It's kind of funny that I said he was kind of like you, because I swear to God, he is like the antithesis of you. Same fashion sense, though. I have a bad feeling about this. What was in the forest? A huge man. An extremely huge man. No. Actually, I'm not sure if he was really human or not. But I saw a figure like that. And I suddenly got scared. So I ran into this cottage. I'm here to kill myself and I just run from danger. I'm a riot. What's wrong? You two aren't saying anything. It's exactly what Mary was talking about. Yeah. Christy must have seen Shimio. Which means she must also... Have you gotten a weird scar recently? One that stings every now and then? Huh? I know the answer just from her reaction. How did you know? It's kind of funny in a weird way how we are getting used to seeing people reacting this way. I only just noticed it myself. There's a strange bite mark on my palm. Ooh, weird place for it. This is crazy. Someone receives the mark when they're already planning suicide. The height of irony. We've heard her out. What now? She planned on dying. Do we need to help her? Yes, Mashita, we do. Help me! What? I'm not going to kill myself anymore, I swear. So please, I'm terrified of him. Her eyes are serious. She must mean what she says. I'm kind of spooked out because so far we haven't seen What's-His-Face yet. We've seen other ghosts, but we haven't seen Shimio. It might only be a temporary change of heart, but... Alright, we'll help you. My home base is Cujo Mansion. We need to go. What's going on? Oh no, this happened when we were in the staff room. What? What's happening? The light won't turn on. This has happened before, but back then. I got it to go back on right away. This time it's not working. What was that? Behind the cottage. It must be him. Shit. It's no use. I give up on a flashlight and stuff it in my bag. What's the plan now? Do we bunker down in this cottage we can't even lock up? Or we have to run out of the forest. Staying in the cottage would be suicide. This place is strangely clean. That means someone is coming here. Good guess. The odds are high that he's coming here. Let's go. We walked all the way here. We should know how to get back. I think the game's trying to tell me that I've just got to head straight back. Don't deviate anywhere else. You're seriously going? Are you mad? Sorry, but we're out of time. Stay here if you want. I won't stop you. We step out into pitch blackness. It's as dark as you'd expect it to be. Anyway, we need to go straight back to the entrance with no detours. We've got no idea what we could be waiting for. The words leave me in a rush. If I hadn't spit them out, I'd never finish. But my voice is starting to shake too much. New info was added to the spirit file. I'm going to save the game just because I've had a few problems with controls. So I just want to make sure that I get this done right. It's pretty easy, but because of the fact that I've been struggling with controls, that's why I want to do it. So, backwards. We're at a fork already. Which way? Where do we go? I think east. We came from the east. Oh, the game is even telling me. Okay. Hey, don't yell! Something's coming closer. We need to get out of here fast. I don't have the torch, so I can't investigate. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Yeah, straight ahead. Again, I'm looking at the map. Another fork? Which way this time? We go south from here. We keep going straight and we'll reach the exit. Yeah, because they're telling us from the directions of the map, but... Quiet. Something's passing through the bushes right by us. He's moving parallel to us. Is he following us? Even if he is, we have to keep going. Exactly. Standing in one place will just get us killed. Let's go. So that means we head straight ahead. And again. And again. Wait a second. Christy suddenly stops. What's wrong? Someone... coming. Huh? I'm telling you. Someone's coming. Out from the darkness jumps... Show? Old man! Oh, thank God. I thought you'd have been in further. Wait, why are you here? Oh, fuck, there's 4 of us here. There's 4 of us here. What did Mary say? Oh yeah, you guys were gone so long and I got worried, okay? Thanks, Joey Wheeler. You might have made us all want to, might have invited death. Congratulations. So I psyched myself up and bike there, Joey Wheeler literally going, hey, you know what I'll do? I'm scared of ghosts and everything. I'm going to hang around with Yami Bakura. He biked over here. Seems like you're in real trouble. Good thing I came. This is bad. You can say that again. Anyway, we're on our way back. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Sho glances over at Christy. We'll fill you in later. First, we need to get out of here. We reach the entrance safe and sound. Okay, so that wasn't that difficult to do. But I just wanted to be sure in case I pressed the wrong directional buttons. The creepy murder on the arch is such a familiar sight now. Alright, if we made it this far, then we must be. Time to get back to the car. Christy doesn't move. She looks worried, staring off at the forest's entrance. Huh? What's wrong? Huh? Oh. Over there. Doesn't it look like someone's there? She's looking at a picnic table hiding in the gloom next to the gate. My gaze is drawn over, as if by magnets. What is that? What is that? Yeah. Well, it was the guy from earlier. It's smiling. The scene before me is strange. There's a huge, misshapen man with bees crawling all over his face. My eyes fixate on his mouth. He looks like he's laughing. My heart thunders painfully when I catch a glimpse of the limp figure sitting beside him. It's him. That man. He was going to commit suicide. Masao Kimura. It's definitely him. Control those that are different and exorcise. That strange voice echoes in my head again. My vision warps. He's dead. Kimura's dead? When? Why is he on that bench? Judging from the way his head was, it looked like his neck was snapped. My legs give out, and when I can finally focus enough, I find myself kneeling on the ground. Hold, man. Keep it together. It's still okay. He hasn't seen us. We have to escape while we can. Chrissy's completely out of it. She won't move an inch unless someone drags her. let's go. We're going to the parking lot. Quiet. Show. You bring her. You got it. Come on, Mashita, let's go. Mashita? He's gone. Huh? I took my eyes off of him for 2 seconds. And he's not by the bench anymore. He disappeared. Machine growls, and the undergrowth near us will He's right there. Run! Machines yells and scrambling away. The whole bang rings out from behind me. Gunshot? It must be Machina. I had no idea he had a gun. I dive headfirst into the car, slamming my head against the steering wheel. Machina tumbled into the passenger seat once. You didn't tell me you had a gun. Why would I tell you? No time to talk now, just hit the gas. I'm trying. The engine won't start. Shit. Oh man, what are you doing? She looks at the front of the swing as the thing approaching. Hurry it up, he's coming. Shoot him. Shoot the fucking thing. Mr. Cow's in the back seat. I'm hitting my hands. Please, go. Something bumps the hood of the car. The whole vehicle rocks from behind me. Then it turned on. Go, let's get the hell out of here. Tires squealing, we race out of the parking lot. An insane, unspeakable sense of relief fills the car. Feeling truly alive is a real sensation. And it most definitely feels like this. The greatest irony is that the only time you can feel truly alive is when you have a brush with death. No one speaks for a while. Soaking in that feeling. The only noise is that of a bicycle creaking uneasily every time I hit the gas pedal. Oh, it's... yeah. Shows the one that's in the back. Still. I glance through the rearview mirror and then at the passenger seat. Both Mashita and Sho are looking out of their windows. Was it really okay for you to come here? If Mary finds out... I talked it out before I came. Sho immediately snaps back. She said it was fine. I get it. Mary must have also guessed that we were in danger. So, you gonna explain? Who's this old lady? Oh, I tell him everything I know so far about Christy Aramura. She offers up some details as well. The moment I mention she's a news anchor, Sho predictably gets excited. Wait, I've seen you! You're that woman that was in the news! Wow, it's really true? celebrities are more beautiful in person. Wasn't this the guy who literally just said, "Who's the old lady?" Oh, how kind of you. I'm flattered. She seems to love being complimented. These scars you all have, what were they called? Marks. Thanks. So you all have these marks. What happens when you have one? Well... Mashita butts in from the passenger seat. You die within a few days' time. Suffering from something like amnesia. You zone out and your brain takes a vacation. It's all happened to me. Show scoffs. You talk like it's someone else's problem. Show. Mashita didn't mean it like that. You can only be blunt when discussing this. Doesn't look like Show will buy that excuse though. Guess it really is not your problem. After all, you don't have a mark anymore. Huh? What's he talking about? Oh, well, you see, Mashita has already lost Hanahiko's mark. He's free now, so there's no good reason for him to be here with us, but... You're putting yourself in danger for the truth? I can't believe it. You're like a saint. Christie's exaggerated compliment is drowned out by Mashita's sardonic laugh. It's nothing that noble. Thanks to that, I've learned the thing I most wanted to know. What's that? When and how people get the mark. First time I was oblivious, but this time I was aware of it. Huh? Mashita? You don't mean... He gives me his usual crooked grin and shows me his wrist. Sure enough, his skin is blemished by a scar that looks like a spirit's bite mark. Sho cries out, a look of horror on his face. Come on! No way! Did you seriously do that? Man, give it up already. It's someone else's problem, right? So just shut it. Mashita, could I say something? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. You never told me you had a gun. Oh, that. He laughs scornfully and shoves a paper bag into my hands. I open the bag and find a revolver-style handgun at the bottom. If you want it, take it. That's not why I... Mashita keeps on talking without stopping to hear what I have to say. It's loaded with 5 bullets. You can hang on to it. But promise me. Promise you what? Don't use it on anything other than a spirit. Not that there's any proof it'll work on them. Of course. It's kind of funny, in any other video game, earning a revolver of some kind would make me feel a little bit more confident. In a game like this, I'm almost prone to just think, well, that's nice, what am I going to do with this? Use it to hammer in some nails. Have any experience with guns? There's no way I would. Yeah, in Japan, firearms are a lot more strictly regulated. Police officers have them, but they even usually don't have remember correctly, they don't even have 6 bullets in theirs. Their revolvers usually only hold 4 or 5. I distinctly remember in one of the episodes of High School of the Dead, they find a police revolver and it doesn't hold 6 bullets. They even mention how that in the movies they hold 6, and usually they do, but in Japan the police officers don't have that many. It might even be 5. To be fair, I don't really know. But what they do have over in Japan is a significant amount of replicas, like resin replicas and such, that artists will buy and use them for references. The guy who Koichi Sanada, I think his name is. So Kenpachi Sanada, he is the one who wrote Gunsmith Cats, and a company made a resin replica of the CZ75, which is Riley Vincent's handgun. You can have 1-in-1 plastic replicas, but they can't work or anything, which is obviously a replica in somewhere like America is very frowned upon, but because they're so good with their gun control in Japan, it's why they don't mind people having replicas and such. But for a police officer, it's usually the only time you'll see a handgun. It's a miracle even he's managed to get one. The fact that it's in a paper bag though makes me think that Mashita's not playing on the up and up here. But at the very least, right now I'm not getting the feeling that I can handle a gun. Oh. Only use it under extreme stress. With no experience, you won't hit your mark. Well, whatever. If I'm there, just leave the shooting to me. I get it. We'll have to return it at the end of this mission because all of the items in our bag get given back, but I'm going to assume that if we have to have Mashita with us in the boss fight, give him the gun to use. You can face the spirit some other way. Yeah, that's how it was at H Elementary too. And for God's sake, keep it hidden. Gun possession gets you 3 years penal labor. Ooh, that's... ouch. Not pleasant work. That's mining, digging, that's like... very, very hardcore work there. I get hit with 1 to 10 myself just for giving it to you. Here we go, see? And shooting a single bullet would get you more than 3 years. If not a life sentence. Yeah, that's just for owning it and firing it. That's how strict they are when it comes to their gun control. So remember when we saw the Yakuza 0 playthrough, and that one guy had, I think it was 35 shots or 36 shots. Yeah, he had like 5 different revolvers or 6 different revolvers. Yeah, all of them clean and legit. That's why he would have gone down for such a long time. So you're telling me not to use it? No. I'm just telling you that if it's restricted that badly by the law, it's got that kind of power. Got handgun. The mark's colour grows more vivid. Early dawn. A few hours left until death closes in. Welcome back, Lord Yashiki, Lord Mashita. And you as well, Lord Sho. It appears that the woman with you is also a mark bearer. We introduce Christy, and then Mary proceeds to fill her in on everything. Mark after your life, memory loss, and the spirits who curse them into the living. Christy accepts her new reality surprisingly quickly. Guess it's only natural after what she saw in the forest. I then update Mary on what we found. I see. What a close call for you. I can hear relief in her voice. But why did she let Sho go? If you must know, after you left, Lord Sho insisted on travelling to the forest as well. Her eyes flicker over to Sho. Like hell was I gonna let a couple of strangers decide if I live or die? Sho puffed out his chest. It was quite the issue. A selfish attitude like that could get all of you Mark Bearers killed. I normally would have refused. Did something happen? No. I admit I had a foreboding feeling. I sensed danger was closing in on you, Lord Yashiki. So he went. An emergency measure. Lord Sho, please know that I will not allow such a thing a second time. Her cool voice is icier than usual. Sho's so self-centered. I wonder if she's actually getting through to him at all. Now, from what you have told me, you are positive that it was Shimi-O who gave Lord Sho his mark. Yeah. That ugly monster's definitely the huge man I saw that time. The fact that I have the mark now, too, proves it. Mashita rubs at his wrist, smirking. So, what exactly are you planning? Don't tell me you're seriously thinking of fighting that thing. There's no way you'd win. You're completely mad if you think you can. She's right. A certain someone's awesome bullets didn't even scratch it. We need a tank or something to beat that thing. The room falls silent. I'm sure all of us are thinking about what we saw back at the forest. There's no way we can do anything about a monster like that. We have to leave it to the police. You honestly believe they'll do something? Go and make a suicide pact with that naive thinking, but leave me out of it. What? How dare you? Yo, boss. All this high and mighty talk coming from you, that mean you got an idea how to beat it? Find a way to set the thing on fire with a gun is probably going to be the end bet. I'm thinking so too, because it's not like the kid before. We'll see. I don't even know what the heck it is yet. The kid, we understood he was a student. We need to do a bit more research on this thing. How the hell would I know that? But I'm willing to risk my life to find one. He showered his horse. He's probably uneasy. Christy shivers. Sho just glares at Mashita. An awkward silence falls again. We're wasting time. We've got to do something, but... Take charge, turn to Mary, or stay quiet. What do you think, stream chat? Take charge, turn to Mary, or stay quiet. Okay, we've got one take charge. Emmy, you got one? Take charge? Okay then. I need to force everyone into action. We can think about what we need to do while we're walking around. I'm going back to the forest. I want to learn more about Shimi-O. I could use some help. See, there you go. Me, I've actually got the right way of thinking. The thing that I've noticed is that at this point we don't even know what the heck Shimi-O is. Like, there's no clue. All we're getting is bees and a large man, you know, this like lump of flesh, but we don't know anything. Whereas with the previous one, the previous ghost, we had the idea that it was a student, a boy, something in front of the mirror, and we had some sort of like law to go off of, and we had something that we could use to figure out how to deal with it. I don't even know what the heck this thing is. I don't know if it's a person, or if it's persons, or if it's spirits. Sometimes in fictional lore it can be that it's a direct spirit of one individual. It can be spirits born out of a negative feeling. It could be spirits born out of, like, you know, like personal attachments and such. So we don't know what this thing is yet, and I think that that's the next thing we're going to have to do. I thought this would be the halfway point, but it seems almost like we're, you know, well, it practically is, but we'll see. You say that, but no way we can find a needle in a haystack. We gotta have a clue first. See, there we go. Then, why don't we check out the bee farm that's north of H Shrine? My reports say several people have seen Shimio there. North of the shrine. Hardly anyone ever goes there now with the weird vents in the forest. Why is a bee farm up there? Oh. And there's the missing piece. A cult called Honeybee Family used to live on the land. No one's there anymore, though. Cults. Very serious business. How come? They committed mass suicide. I don't know if you've ever had a chance, but the Jonestown Massacre is where we get the phrase drinking the Kool-Aid from. I don't know the details specifically, but it was when a cult became so mind-controlled that they drank poisoned Kool-Aid in the belief that they would go to the afterlife as per the wishes of the guy in charge. A senator that even went to visit was killed by the group as he was trying to leave. It was like something out of a movie. So this unfortunate talk of a mass suicide via cult. Mass suicide in the woods. I've heard about that somewhere. Mashita might have mentioned something similar before we entered the forest. Did he? I can't remember. The tabloids and gossip shows ate it up 5 years ago. They never revealed the details though, so the public doesn't know. Oh yeah, I remember that. My club took up all my time back then, so I don't know much. You seem to know quite a bit about the forest, Christy Arimura. Read up on it to find a primo spot. Don't be an ass. I was put in charge of the report, so I did my research. Honeybee Family was very insular and secretive. I heard the mass suicide end was all the members following their leader. Yeah, just like Jonestown. There's another cult that's around to this day. Shaman Rikyu, I believe its name is. Yeah, definitely. Shaman Rikyu. It's a Japanese cult. It's actually known as the cult of the intelligent, would you believe? And they're one that's currently existing to this day. They had this plan involving gas attacks in the subway systems of Japan. It's terrifying stuff. Cults are very sinister things in my mind. I'm all for belief, and I'm all for the supernatural, and I'm all for following like-minded people, but cults are like brainwashing. It's the idea that you can have one leader that would follow someone so blindly. It's very, very sinister. And it's very manipulative too. A lot of the times cults will bully and berate someone. The mental thinking of it is that if you bully and berate someone to the point that they feel that they're at their lowest point, and then have the entire cult showering them with nothing but praise and kindness, it gives the brain such a massive endorphins and, and dopamines and such that you feel like you're on cloud nine, and you'll do anything to get that feeling back. And as a result, you'll be willing to throw away your pride, your beliefs, anything, all so that you can get that sensation and get that feeling. That's how they work and how they function. It's terrifying stuff. Yeah, it's genuinely dangerous stuff. It's one of the things that I like. It might sound funny me mentioning it and asking, well, why are you talking about it? I always think that if you're aware of it, it becomes a lot harder to fall down into that trap. It's like when you're in school. School isn't a cult, but it sort of shows you how, like, the popular kids, when you're popular with the popular kids, how much of yourself and your individuality you have to give up in order to remain popular, because to not be popular means to be bullied and targeted. And I just find that to be very, very fascinating stuff. I know that sounds a little bit serious and a little bit heavy, but it's all related to this episode, and it's all stuff that's being related to these cases and such. The new channels chalked it up to their discontent with modern society. What happened to the leader? Rumours say it was also suicide. Though, I saw an old picture of him and he was a huge, obese man. Suddenly everyone is holding their breath. No doubt we're picturing the same thing. The monster at the forest entrance. Dead guys come back to life. No show, stay dead. We want to go to a place with a zombie? That's totally insane. Who knows? Maybe the irony is that he's still dead, but he's being brought back to life by the will of the spirits, trying to make him suffer. It's just like the rumours say, that forest is cursed. There's no way I could. Just standing there, the voices of suicide victims surrounded me. Christy, why are you talking like this? This is... Shut the hell up, Hag. No more words out of those lip flaps. Jesus. But now it's not only the forest that's cursed. I failed to kill myself and now I'm at this mansion. I'm cursed too. And so are all of you. The mutters have a dark edge. If Shimio was somehow connected to Honeybee family, then the key to destroying his grudge is going to be there. Alright. What are you gonna do, old lady? I love how it was all praise one minute and now it's all insults. You still wanna die? I'm considering it. But I'll help you guys while I settle on my decision. I'll pass on monster fighting. That's probably a clue for later. I think that's like, do you remember when we were going up against the first ghost and it said about how he disliked dealing with adults? I think what we're saying is that in this mission and everything, I've got to be careful and make sure that I don't accidentally go into the boss fight with Christy on my side. Because if I do, I'm not gonna be able to take him on. That's an interesting layer that I'm gonna have to now deal with. Wow, you'll help. I'm shocked. If you leave your mark alone, you won't need to hide back out there. Well, I hate owing strangers. Especially pushy guys like you. I've got to say, I do like this dynamic that, like, originally it was like this sort of like high school a cult group kind of feeling, like Disc Maiden of Amnesia, or well, also known as Tasogare or Tomei no Amnesia. It had that original feeling, and now we've got this like dynamic of people really don't like each other. She's a tsundere. Yes, she's a tsundere. She seems grateful that we saved her. There's no reason to refuse her help. We need as much as we can get. The night is drawing to a close. The key to escaping the mark does seem to lie within the forest. Lady Christie has said Shimi-O was often seen near the bee farm. Oh, Synchro, you get the freaking gold star today, let me tell you. She was a boy, he was a boy, she was a girl. These bees make me wanna fucking hurl. Everybody now. Oh, I am sorry, that was beautiful. In today's stream, Synchro wins the gold star. Everyone, gold star for Synchro. He is the full-on play of the game. Somebody has to be the favourite, and that favourite's covered in bees. It may hold a connection to him. Good luck. New info was added to the spirit file temporary retreat. Let me just choose the partner. So since she wants to help, I'm going to choose Christy because she's just shown up. Let me just see the system. I don't want to see the system. Oh, here we go. Effects of atmosphere. I'll keep it about 90 so we can hear it, but can you guys still hear me okay though? Yeah. Oh, no, I don't want to. Okay, let's see what else we've got there. Wow! Her spirit power's higher than mine, so I'm thinking that might mean that she can get me past certain spaces, certain places and locations. Let me just save the game itself. Yeah, you know how we've been like walking into random ghosts and everything, and like Mashita was freaking the hell out? I'm thinking it might mean that we can now use her for that. Now, the reason why I saved the game is because rather nicely and rather neatly, because of talking about cults and talking about other things and having a good laugh that's like broken the atmosphere a little bit in a good way, we've come up to the 2-hour mark nearly, and so that is probably going to be it for tonight. Because then what I can do is save the rest of this chapter for the next stream, which will be tomorrow. So we will be finishing up depending on how long it takes, I'll be trying my best to make sure that the mystery of Shimi-O gets solved tomorrow. First and foremost, I want to say thank you so very, very much to everyone who came by the stream. I will be on Discord to just chill out and talk for a while and everything after stream. I'm thinking about possibly attaching my Spirit Radio Productions Discord channel to my Patreon, so then that way people can join and they can swing by and they can chill out and everything. It'll just be a relaxing place. But as most of you already know me on Discord, there's not really much motivation for that, but we'll see. But I'm looking into it because I'll obviously need to have like people that I can moderate in case I'm not there and such. Go and hit the big snooze and everything. But that's something. Remember, down below there's a link to my merchandise page and the wonderful spook suits on there with this wonderful artwork and such. And Amoeba Artstorm has got pictures that she has taken of the sticker that she bought that she can showcase and say, hey, look at how wonderful. Oh, thank you so much, Crater. Thank you, honestly, seriously, thank you so much. I really do hope that you enjoy the stream, Crater. That was so important, and I'm really glad that you were able to host for me. That does mean so much. And remember, if you have a, well, as I always say, if you have a Twitch, share it, follow, like, share everyone, promote everyone. Remember, definitely, obviously, Amoeba has already gained affiliation, but we are now going to throw it out there and everything. Crater, if you're trying for affiliation and if you want to have any sort of affiliation for streaming or your art or such, please share your link down in the stream chat. Likewise, everyone, the goal, my own personal goal, before I get my capture card, I want to make sure that the wonderful Synchro revamp has managed to gain affiliation. So please, if you can, if you know anyone, share his Twitch link to any social media that you have, and let's try and see if we can get him up there as well, because we've got to support everyone now. More than ever before, we need to look out for each other and we need to support each other, because unlike these bozos currently at this moment in time hanging around in the haunted house, we need to make sure we all look for each other. You know, we've got to make sure we've got each other's backs. So until then, we will work very hard on practicing our spooking skills, and I will be doing the very best to be the spookiest and the best boy that I can be for all of you. Stay safe, take care, remember to talk to your loved ones and message each other, and you know, reach out to each other. You know, don't be isolated. Just reach out to a friend and send a message, and all take care of yourself, right? And hopefully I will see you all in the next stream, and we will be finishing up the case of Shimmy O and seeing exactly what's been going on. See you later, guys. You all take care now. Bye.